Getters, what is popping? It's your girl Rochelle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Rochelle Porter. Over here we do get ready with me's, chit chats, vlogs, story times, pranks, and we will be doing, or you guys will be seeing, my makeup routine. A very highly requested video, but I'm finally getting to do it today. Before I get into it, I just want you guys to know that I own a skincare business. It's called Skin_Glory. The link will be down below. And my mom also owns a tea business called Fresh Land Teas. She distributes teas all over Jamaica and all over the world. And because you guys are my glow getters, I thought I would share this with you guys, especially because we're going through a pandemic and all the teas she provides are able to boost your immune system. Without further ado, we're going to get into the video, but don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's go. Firstly, the first thing I do whenever I'm doing my makeup is I moisturize my skin. I don't really use a primer or anything. I just use a little, it looks really busted. I've had it since probably, I've had it for a while now, but it does the job. It is my, you really embarrassed me with that one here. Anyways, it's my moisturizer slash sunscreen. This is it. Here she is. Don't mind the fact that it's busted, but this is what I use. And I just put a little bit of it on my face. I like my face to be very moisturized, you know, so I'm gonna just put this on. Not too much, just enough to get my face moisturized. The next thing that I do is I use this product right here. This is the Milk of Magnesia. It costs $500, and as you can see, it's a pretty big bottle, and you only use a few pumps. Here it is. I got this at Fontana Pharmacy, the one on Waterloo Road. And yeah, let me tell you a little bit about this while I put it on. So I have very oily skin, right? And this product right here helps tremendously with that. I haven't found anything else that helps with my oily skin except for this product. Like, I don't know what I'm having at it, but I love it. Like, I love it. I'm in love. So I'm gonna just put it on the cotton pad. Like, I'm gonna just pop it on, and I need it to dry. That's why I'm doing it from now. And then I just pop it on my face. Don't mind how my face looks. That's how it's gonna look, you know, but it's gonna get the job done. And I put a little bit on my forehead, not too much. I put it on the places, mainly the places where I get oily. So my T-zone area, you know, on my cheeks, everywhere, but you know, I just concentrate it on the oilier spots more. Now for my eyebrows, I use concealer, eyelash glue, and an eyebrow pencil, and of course like an angled brush, which I'll show you. So let's start off with the eyelash glue. I use this to glue down my eyebrows in place. It really helps. And what I realized is that when you use any form of liquid, I usually use edge control, but I realized that kind of added to my oily skin, so, or enhanced the oils. So I started to use this. This is my lash glue. You can use any lash glue, and what it does is like, it separates the hairs because, you know, it's a liquid, so it kind of separates the hairs and it just makes the hairs look more defined, and it also glues the hair in place. So it's basically like it maintains that defined look. You get what I'm saying? So after I'm finished brushing, what is you doing? What is you doing? Why is my mother videoing me though? It's giving stalker. It's giving stalker. What the hell is going on over there? Anyways, people, that was an intermission. That's why I'm in a video while my mother there around. Can't focus. Anyways, so I'm gonna use my eyebrow pencil. This one is by LA Colors. I use any eyebrow pencil I can find because I'm not really see the difference with what them do. And when we do our eyebrows, we're literally going to just be using hair-like strokes very gently. We're not trying to do no box eyebrow. We're literally just filling in the gap. So wherever you have the potholes in your eyebrow, you fill it in with some eyebrow pencil. Simple as that. I have to look in this mirror. Hopefully you guys can still see. I'll come up closely. So I normally start with underneath my brow. I don't know if you can see that, but you can probably see it right here. So it's a very thin line. And then I'm just going to fill in the little gaps. I'm not really touching the front, just the back parts. I do the front last. Just so you know. Okay, so it may not look like much just yet, but that is good for me on that side. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. Alright, so we're gonna go in with our concealer now. Let me find it. Of course, I use the LA Girl Pro concealer. This is in the shade Toffee. I've never used another concealer. I love this one. It does the trick. It gets the job done. I like to pump a bit of it on my hand. And I do this because I'm going to be using some of it on my face and I want it to stay on my hand and get dry and tacky. A makeup artist once told me that what she does is that she squirts out all of this into a container, let it sit in the air for probably like a few hours, and naturally it will get more, you know, full coverage. But I haven't gotten a chance to do that because I haven't found the container. So hopefully the next time I buy a concealer, I can get the container same time and just do that, because I feel like it's a very good idea. Because I don't know if people know, but when they leave it on their hand, what it's really doing is just getting thicker. Anyways, I'm gonna use this angled brush. I don't know what brand it's from. I was an ambassador for a makeup company one time and they gave me a pack of brushes, you know, and I just been using it along with my Real Technique brushes. Anyways, I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to be carving out underneath my brows. I'm not touching the top of my brows with concealer. I'm going to touch the top of my brows with foundation. So just the bottom. I like the bottom. And just to kind of clean up the brows. So let's go. I kind of like to I'm trying to find a better word than dedicate, but I kind of like to focus the concealer more towards the ending of my brows. But of course a little bit I got touch there because I got everywhere I feel look neat and crispy. Get me? Anyways, let's go. I kind of like to I'm trying to find a better word than dedicate, but I kind of like to focus the concealer more towards the ending of my brows. But of course a little bit I got touch there because I got everywhere I feel look neat and crispy. Get me? Alright, so we're going to go in with my foundation for the top of my brow, and the foundation that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me Pro Conceal Foundation. The Maybelline Matte Plus Poreless Foundation Fit Me, and it's in the shade 356. I use 356 or 355, and I just put a little bit on my hand. My hand is my makeup palette. It's just, watch ya, foundation looking like it's done in. Anyways, we get a little bit out, so here it is. And I'm going to just take this brush and we're going to clean up the top of our brows. What you need to realize is that if your eyebrows are too big, you can use foundation or concealer to small it up. Like you can literally put I kind of think of like my concealer and my foundation as like an eraser. So if you have big brows, you can literally cover some of the darkness with your foundation or with your concealer. So we're going to do the same for the other side. Alright, so after I'm finished concealing and, you know, cleaning up and putting on foundation, etc, etc, I like to do this little step, which is to put few like 3 or 4 hair-like strokes at the front of my eyebrows. I really feel like this helps to define the eyebrow. I'm gonna know what it is. It helps with the fade. It's like it extends the fade. if that makes sense, at the front of my eyebrows. So that is the next step. So I'm just going to extend the eyebrow a bit. As you can see, it's not gonna be so much. Just relax, don't stress me out. So we'll just extend it, and then we're just putting, I wonder if you can see that. I think you can. We're just putting some hair-like strokes at the front, very gently. Ooh, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. And then we're just gonna blend it in at the front. Shall we do a do-over? It's certainly not giving what it's supposed to. Ooh, do you see her? So we're gonna do it one more time, and of course we're going to fix it. We're going to conceal, so you don't have to worry about, you know, it looking messy. I'm gonna conceal, so don't worry. We're gonna do it one more time. I feel like this is not sharpened, so that's why the hair like strokes. And that's why sharpening your pencil is so important, because I feel like because this is not sharpened, it's like the lines are kind of just coming out very broad, and we want them to be as thin as possible. So let me just sharpen this. Yeah, I want it to be like really pointy, because that makes it easier for me to have little thin lines, but I want a broad line. I want it to thin line my eyebrow. So you see, I don't know about you, but I like her. And then just buff it out, brush it, I should say. And I don't know if you can see the difference. I don't know if there's much of a difference, but I like it. Then I'm gonna go in with my foundation at the front, because I'm gonna really want, you know, put a concealer, and I'm gonna just clean it up. You see that? I hope you saw that. And then blend it downwards, because I genuinely don't want the front of my eyebrows to look weird. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I like it. It looks cute. I'm just gonna blend out the foundation that I just placed. And yeah, I like it. Yeah, I prefer this one. This one kind of, it's like this one looks more boxed, and this one looks more like, you know, I hope you know. I hope you see the difference. Ow, my hand. Ow, my hand is cramped. Ooh, that hurts. Now for the eyelids, I'm not like no eyelid professional or eyeshadow professional. So all I use, hold on, before we get there, let me just take some concealer, and I'm just going to put it onto my eyelids as a form of primer, the same concealer that I've been using. I'm just putting some on my eyelid. I get this question so much. What do you use on your eyelids? What do you use on your eyelids? The True Complexion Contour Palette is what I use, but in particular, I use the Sculpt shade. I can't really lift it up because it's broken. This one is broken or crumbled, but I use this one right here. It's the Sculpt shade, or the Sculpt. It's what you use to bronze your face, or what I use to bronze my face. But I also use it as my eyeshadow, and I love how it looks. It gives a really nice bronzed look, and I love it. Love the shade, love it. So I'm just gonna put it on my lid, and I'll show you the difference when I'm done. Like, it's not like too much. It kind of even just blends in with my concealer. It's just nice. Me love it. See? So it's not even that much of a difference, but it's nice. we're gonna move on and we're gonna be doing the foundation now. I still use the same Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to just take the leftover on my hand and wipe it on my face. If I need more, of course, I'll go in the bottle, but I'm just using what's left on my hand. And yes, I need a little bit more. I like to concentrate my foundation mainly on like the lower parts of my face, or what I'm trying to say is that I don't use too much foundation on my eyebrows, and I don't use too much foundation, not on my eyebrows, on my forehead. But and I don't really use a lot of foundation overall, because if you realize a lot of product will be going on your face, so you don't need to be like beating your face with foundation, because you know other things will be going on your face to help with the coverage. Anyway, so after I'm done, I just use my beauty blender and I'm just blending in the foundation. Of course, if I see any white spots, that means that I need a little bit more, because that's not cute. This is a time where the milk of magnesia disappears. So if you still see it on your face, you need more concealer, you need more foundation. So I'm going in with that. Now we're moving in with our concealer, same concealer in the shade Toffee, and this is where I place my concealer. So I put it right here, which is like at the bridge of my nose, and right here. This just helps to lift the face, and instead of doing that triangular movement, you just put a little bit and it goes a far way. Then I put some here, 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 and then I'm gonna go in, while I'm letting this sit and dry, I'm gonna go in with some contour from this same palette, True Complexion contour palette. And I'm just gonna take one of my Real Techniques brush, this one in particular, and I'm gonna place it here and right along my forehead, here, here. Then I'm going to blend it in with this brush. This is another Real Technique brush. This one is very dense, so I like that, because this is powder, so it needs something tough for really, you know, get into it. And I like to blend my contour upwards, like so. Now I'm going to go in with the same concealer that was on my hand, and I'm going to be placing it right below my contour. This is going to just define and highlight the contour that I made on my cheekbones, and really and truly just accentuate my cheekbones. So let's go. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just blending it out, but I'm not really messing up the line, because the line helps to define the jawline as well, and it helps to it just makes my jawline look straight. So I'm just basically blending it out so it doesn't look as harsh, but I'm not really like changing the shape that I've made or the line. So now we're gonna move in with blending out the dried parts by now, and what we're gonna do is use our setting spray. So the setting spray is, whoa. Okay, so what we're gonna do is use our setting spray. This is the Lasting Fix. Can you see? This is a Lasting Fix setting spray by Maybelline. I love this setting spray because it's really misty. You have some setting sprays, I'm not even calling a brand, but you have some setting sprays, when you spray it, it feels like somebody has take a big glob of spit and just spit in your face. It now seem misty. You get what I'm saying? Like the foundation, I just feel like your setting spray is supposed to just be very misty, and it's supposed to just spray out very nicely. You're not supposed to feel like it's some big water rain droplets a drop on your face. No. So this I love this one. So I spray this on my face so it will kind of, you know, help to blend out the concealer better, because of course it's dried up by now, but the more dry it gets is the more coverage it gives, and we want the coverage. We want the coverage. So I'm just blending it out. Now I would suggest that you maintain the straight line that, you know, I showed you guys, the straight line on both sides. Maintain all the different lines that you drew. So don't blend and just have it going all over the place, because the lines help to contour your face and it helps to get your face more taut. You get what I'm saying? So maintain the lines. And do you see what I'm talking about with the little I haven't placed any contour on my nose. What I've done is just maintain that little space in between the concealer on my nose and the concealer around here. And this is my natural skin complexion coming through because I didn't cover my whole entire nose with concealer. You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. What I like to do is use my Milani. This is my Milani setting powder. Here it is, and I use this to set underneath my eyes before I go in with my Sacha Buttercup. Now why I do this is because I feel like it really just helps to give a very flawless matte finish, and I love that. And I feel like the more powder you put in the different areas is like the more matte and just really flawless your makeup is going to look. So I'm taking my powder and I'm just patting it underneath my eye. I don't know if you can see the difference already, but it helps. Can you see the difference? Hope you can. I'm just patting this and I put it right along the bridge of my nose, and I'm just patting it into my skin. This is another Real Technique brush, by the way. So I'm just patting this into my skin. I'm doing the other side now. I'm just setting around my face from now. All right, so then we're gonna move in with our Sacha Buttercup. Here it is. Now this product lasts really long. I think it was $2,000, but trust me, it lasts really, really, really long. Like when you talk about really long, really long. And this product is very pigmented, so you don't put a lot, you just put enough. And that's why I keep flickering it off, because you don't need the world. I'm also putting it right underneath the same area I place my concealer. I'm putting it there. So anywhere you place the concealer, really, that's where you set it, because that's where the light hits your face, and naturally that's what's going to be highlighted anyway. So we're gonna go in with our bronzer, which is the same sculpt that I used on my face, and we're going to be putting it here, here, and here, and on the nose. Love this step. I use another Real Technique brush, this one right here, and let me tell you, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you how much to use, because I love it so much. Don't OD, but even if you do, it's not as serious. So I'm going to place it, as I said, on my cheeks. I'm gonna go upwards and put it on my forehead, and of course I'm going to do it on my nose. Now that we brought some color into our face, we're gonna go in with a setting powder, and this is going to the Milani setting powder, and this is just going to set everything in place. Now I use the brush, that the sponge that it comes with, because you know it works. So I'm just going ahead and patting my face with this product. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Lasting Fix Maybelline spray, and I'm going to just use it to complete my makeup or set my makeup in place. I like to let this just dry a bit, or completely. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the same eyebrow pencil that I used, and I'm gonna line my lips, because that's a part of the process. So I'm going to line my lips and then just put on some gloss. Then I'm gonna take some lip gloss after I've, you know, drawn. Take some lip gloss. This one is just a regular lip gloss, people. You can get this at a little beauty store in any country that you are in. This one is an aloe vera one. I actually stole this from my friend Brianna. But anyways. Alright, so after I'm done putting on my lip gloss, I like to put some dots on my face with this eyeliner. I don't put eyeliner on my eyelids because I don't know how to do it. Instead, I place it on my face. So yeah, so I'm just putting a few dots. About 3, nothing serious, nothing deep. Some of them you can't even see, but it's okay. Anyways, after that, do I do anything else? Sometimes I wear lashes, sometimes I don't, but I think we're finished. Yeah, I think this is the end of the video.